Hello guys, my name is Lazo and you are watching the next video in line of how to make the perfect ... account. Today we are going to be talking about making the perfect filler account. You guys know fillers are the most important part of every single guild. You can be the best rally lead, you can have the best account out there to rally lead with. It doesn't matter if you do not have the fillers to go along with it, right? So today we are going to be talking on how to make the perfect rally lead account out there. How to make the perfect filler account out there. One of the most important things about filler accounts, especially in the current age of Lords Mobile, where most of the things that people enjoy doing are happening in protected kingdoms. You want your filler accounts to be able to go as far high as you can. This account right here can go up to Kingdom 944. It is one of the biggest advantages of filler accounts. It's that they don't cost as much to make as rally lead accounts, right? But the rally lead accounts that can go this high need fillers, and that is one of the things that that you have as a filler, right? The advantage of being able to build one for cheaper or for cheap, right? The first other thing that we're going to be touching on here is research, right? Obviously you want to finish the economy tree. This tree right here, you don't have to do it. It's pretty pointless, but the original owner of this account didn't know better, so he did do it. You want to get the counters in case that you do get rallied. They help a lot, guys. They help a lot. Get them. Monster hunting. You want to be able to hunt those level 5 monsters to get your gears up quicker, right? Upgrade defenses. Again, trash tier, don't do it. Upgrade military. Subsidies are very, very nice and important for fillers because you use less resources to heal your troops, right? Very important. Army leadership. You can, but you don't have to do all of these. They certainly do help. Again, in case that you do get rallied, they do help. You can skip on everything below this right here, below the wedges. All of this you can choose not to do. But as you guys will see pretty soon, it is not that big of a deal because you're still able to be pretty mobile in the current state and age of Lords Mobile, right? Military command, pretty useless. Most of this stuff you can live without. All of this is pretty much just quality of life stuff. Right, as we talked about in the previous video, most of this stuff is very, very quality of life, right? So you can skip on most of this stuff. This is very nice. Energy limit, max deposit, stuff like that. It goes a long way, but it is definitely something that you can live without. This right here you shouldn't be doing. Anything past Pact 4 you should not be touching at all. Again, pretty much the same story as the previous video that we made, right? As far as familiar battles go, it's kind of up to you. You kind of have to see what your wiggle room is, how far you can go with your research, what you can and with your might, right? This kind of stuff you could skip out on this. It does help though, if in case that you do get rallied and whatnot, it does help, right? So it's up to you guys. I would say slot 3 is minimum. Slot 4 is optional, right? Sigils tree. See, this is very important, guys. To be a good filler, you need to be able to give your guild sigils. Being able to give your guild Wolfpack sigils is very, very, very important. Getting accessory sigils unlocked is very, very important. I would suggest that you guys do it and that you work on your sigils whenever you can, right? Wonder battles, you can skip out on this. Most of these younger accounts usually do end up doing some of this because it helps in Dragon Arena, depending on what kind of guild you are and whatnot. It helps. The tree in itself isn't that expensive, but in a perfect world, you would be able to skip on this, right? Obviously, packed tier 5s, need to get them, mandatory. Again, I don't know if you guys know, but you can skip these battalion expansions. So you can keep it on. I think you don't have to do any of them, as far as I remember, or you might have to do only 2 of them. But they're not super expensive, so it's up to you guys, right? And the last tree, obviously the one for the one that just came out. This part right here is very cheap and easy to get to level 9. I would suggest that you guys do get it at least to level 9. Everything else you can kind of skip on. You don't really have to get it to 10, but yeah, up to you guys. Now that the research is done, guys, you should never be in full infirms mode as a filler, almost ever. You should always be around half, give or take, but you should never be full infirms. Reason being is that you, as a filler, you don't have to do true pushes the same way that rally leads do, because as a rally lead, you have to have full infirms for wonders, right? Because the HP matters a lot there, right? As a filler, you don't need that. You can stay half, and you can be rebuilding troops as you go, right? Because the best way to rebuild troops is during hell events, right? So if you just keep your infirms to manners ratio half or 50-50, right? You are able to rebuild your troops as you use them. With hell events and whatnot, it's much more efficient, right? Next thing up, you want to hyper something, guys. You always want to hyper something. Now it's up to you guys. This usually depends on what guild you're coming from, where you have been playing while you were in closed kingdoms and whatnot. People usually find others in the guild that will be hypering something else, so they end up trading back and forth and whatnot. Very important, very important, because it starts building up your bags very early on, so it gives you a bigger buffer. The next thing is going to be your sigils. We have talked about this earlier. This account, you guys have seen, it can go up to 944. So it's a pretty new account, right? It's only a few months old. It's already got 160 sigils, guys. It is very detrimental for your guild that you're able to send sigils, right? And if you are, if just you joining gets your guild 10% of the bar already filled up, that's 10% army attack from just you joining. That's insane, right? That's amazing. Obviously these speed jewels help a lot as well. They end up saving you consumables, right? Your quick swaps and whatnot, they should all be tailored towards filling and stuff that is important for filling, right? Nothing else, nothing nothing special. You don't need the different mix sets and stuff like that. You don't need any of that, right? You need to be efficient, and that's what you should be tailored towards, right? Your battalions should be battalions that are there for raining forts, all the different comps that your guild needs and stuff like that, right? The troops are currently in the infirms, I believe, so they're kind of dead. What I'm going to show you guys now is the might breakdown. Okay, very important, guys. Try to keep your quest might as low as possible. My wife actually trained the original owner of this account, and there's different ways to get your level 60 done easier other than quest might, or because people usually get quest might because they are rushing to level 60. There's other ways to get to level 60 without adding permanent might to your account, right? As you can see, this account is just under a billion might with 270 million might troop might, right? It's got it's currently got a decent comp minus the tier 5 they need to get rebuilt, but it's got 5 to 6 million each tier 2 and around a million each tier 4, right? It's pretty decent, guys. I would highly suggest that you try and keep your base might as low as humanly possible, because in the long run it really matters a lot. A few things that we have to touch before we finish up is, you guys know how I always say how this is a waste and whatnot. It is a waste for a rally lead. However, it is not a waste if you're a filler. Depending on what kind of guild you're playing in, this is very important, guys, because for instance, if you're doing barons and whatnot, you need to fill up your rally lead's wards, right? The easiest way is 4 Grim Reaper hits. Getting this skill here right maxed is very nice. When it comes to Griffin, getting this skill maxed really doesn't take a lot, but it helps you so much, especially during let's say during KVK. It is very good, right? Because because you get all of your troops back in 6 seconds without using boots. You get to keep your boots for when you're re-raining and stuff like that, right? I would definitely say one of the better skills to get. Obviously, now we start kind of dipping into the quality of life again type of things. Getting more and more consumables is always nice. Getting the lucky stars done is really good for you. Other than that, most of the other things are give or take. You could work on getting this done as well, but there's like, you have to set yourself priorities, right? Depending on what kind of guild you're going to be in, right? But these 3 are definitely worth it to get done, right? Other than that, most other things that you should be focusing on are not to help yourself as much as to help your guild, right? You want to make sure that you are not a hindrance for your guild, so that you're not too fat. Your gear doesn't have to be perfect, guys. It does not have to be perfect. It just has to be good enough. The jewels are currently scattered around for we were doing something, but it doesn't matter, right? These should just be purely jeweled mixed, right? Your main mix set should always be jewel purely mixed. Your main goal isn't the gear, guys. The gear on a filler account isn't as important. The important stuff is being able to heal for cheaper. The important stuff is being able to get your troops sent out faster. Getting a decent speed set is very nice. Getting the sigils up is really, really important. You need to approach the game from a different perspective, right? You need to imagine what is the best thing that I can do to help my guild out, right? And you're playing support. Your main concern is, how do I support my guild, right? So again, your blast sets and your mix set isn't as important as it is to get these sigils up and to be able to heal yourself every single time and stuff like that, right? That is much more important than it is to have decent sets, right? Obviously, you still need to have decent gear in case that you do get rallied, or for instance, some people don't want to get rallied at all, right? Now, that is something that's up to you guys. I would say getting it to like half mythic or 5 or 6 out of 8 is already decent enough. These are all the perfect pieces. Stuff that is good in your mixed gear is very, very obvious without champ. It's always going to be including some of these pieces, no matter how you twist it. I think that would be it for this video. Thank you everybody who watched till the end. I really do appreciate you guys. I would like you guys to leave me a comment down below if you think there's something that I missed, if there's something that I didn't explain quite right or deeply enough. Leave me a comment just in general, just even if it's just saying hi. I've read every single comment on the last video, and I've honestly been positively overwhelmed by them because I have not expected this much love for this type of thing, and I just want you guys to know that I really do appreciate it. If you can, catch me over at Twitch. The link is down in the description below, twitch.tv/LazoBAA. I do stream a lot. I stream other games as well. I'm trying to kind of figure out a constant streaming schedule that works best for everybody. So if you have any kinds of suggestions, please do leave them in the comment section below, and click that subscribe button and the bell button, because it really does go a really long way. And thank you again, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.